can I say about the Tokyo Marui G3 that hasn't already been said? As far as I'm concerned, and anyone that's been playing airsoft within the past 10 years has handled or even owned one of these at some point. The common consensus is that Tokyo Marui G3s have great range and accuracy, and they make great marksman rifles. Well, all that is true, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys what sets my gun apart from the others. My G3 actually started its life as a Tokyo Marui G3 SG1. Obviously it's not that anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain what I've done to it to make it a little different. First off is the G3A4 collapsible stock, which is a pretty rare find for a good price nowadays because everyone's charging an arm and a leg for them. My stock actually consists of a Tokyo Marui stock with a classic army end cap, which required some drumming to fit. I found these both at Airsoft Extreme's Boneyard. Next I added a brass deflector, which I had actually salvaged from an old broken Tokyo Marui M4 upper receiver. I JB welded this thing on right behind the ejection port. It looked a bit tacky, but once painted over, I think it looks fine. When I bought my G3, it was actually missing the stock retainer pins, so my friend Fish Muffin from Face Punch actually sent me these real steel pins as a replacement. Thanks, bro. I replaced the handguard with the UTG tri-rail, which did add some versatility to the G3. I like the old handguard, but it doesn't give much real estate for accessories and whatnot, so this is nice. The rail covers I'm using are the Magpul XTM panels, which are okay, but I actually do prefer the LaRue clips or just the old classic Nice panels. In terms of optics, I'm running a replica ACOG TA31 that's sitting atop a G&G G3 mount. The 4x magnification on the TA31 is pretty nice, and the eye relief is good enough to use with goggles. Since my G3 uses a collapsible stock, I run the battery to the PEC box that's wired to the front. The PEC box is a GMP PEC 2, and the pressure pad is attached via rubber band to the Knight's Armament vertical foregrip that's mounted underneath the tri-rail. I actually have a ton of G3 parts, including 2 handguards, one with a bipod, one without, and 2 stocks, one that's collapsible and one that's fixed, in addition to my UTG tri-rail handguard. The handguard that has a bipod that came with the G3 SG1 is pretty wobbly and it creaks a lot, so I'm not that big of a fan of it. The other handguard, the blank A3A4 one, also creaks a lot, but yeah, that's why I'm using the metal tri-rail. The fixed stock contains a battery if you're wiring to the rear, and you can note that it has the elongated butt pad because it's from an SG1, not from a regular G3A3. So all in all, I think all these modifications gave my G3 a pretty aggressive, unique look, which sets it apart from all the other M4s of the field.